Pritaktveena tu yajnanam.
This meeting will continue. Prabhu, I
Vena
can't read. I
tu
can't see.
yajnanam.
Nana bhavan pritagvidhan.
Nana bhavan pritag vidhan.
Veti sarveshu bhuteshu.
Veti
Veti
sarveshu
sarveshu
bhuteshu.
bhuteshu.
Tadjnanam viddhi rajasam.
Jnanam vidhi
Prajnanam
rajasam.
viddhi rajasam.
That knowledge by which one sees that in every body there is a different type of living entity, you should understand to be in mode of passion.
Teacher, tanggalan mo po.
So that knowledge by which we see in every body there is a different type of living entity, right? So that is in the mode of passion. Okay, Gopal, please read the purport.
The concept that the material body is the living entity and that with the destruction of the body, the consciousness is also destroyed is called knowledge in the mode of passion. According to that knowledge, bodies differ from one another because of the development of different types of consciousness. Otherwise, there is no separate soul which manifests consciousness. The body is itself the soul, and there is no separate soul beyond the body. According to such knowledge, consciousness is temporary, or else there are no individual souls, but there is all impervading soul, which is full of knowledge, and this body is manifestation of temporary ignorance. Or beyond this body, there is no special individual or supreme soul. All such conceptions are considered products of the mode of passion.
So, mode of passion means people think there is no individual soul or supreme soul, and then body is temporary. They'll think consciousness is temporary, right? As long as the body is there, consciousness is there. After the body is dead, consciousness is dead. And there are many people like that who usually talk along these lines. I used to have a classmate in college. He used to talk of that. After we die, everything goes away. Like he was very convinced, right? But that's how it is. There are people who think like that, and that is mode of passion. Yattu Krishna vadeka ekasmin
Yattu Krishna vadekasmin
karye saktamahaitukam
Karye saktama
karye
hetukam.
saktamahaitukam
atatvarthavadalpam cha
Atatvarthavat kalpam cha.
tatvartavadalpam cha
tattamasamudahritam.
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 And that knowledge by which one is attached to one kind of work as all in all, without knowledge of the truth, and which is very meager, is said to be in the mode of darkness. So some people are attached to one kind of work, right? So they'll say, okay, this is it, this is everything, and they'll just do that. That is according to Krishna in the mode of ignorance, because they don't take the broad picture. Okay, Priya Mataji, please read the purport.
Yes, Prabhu. The knowledge of the common man is always in the mode of darkness or ignorance because every living entity in conditional life is born into the mode of ignorance. One who does not develop knowledge through the authorities or scriptural injunctions has knowledge that is limited to the body. He is not concerned about acting in terms of the directions of scripture. For him, God is money, and knowledge means the satisfaction of bodily demands. Such knowledge has no connection with the absolute truth. It is more or less like the knowledge of the ordinary animals, the knowledge of eating, sleeping, defending, and mating. Such knowledge is described here as the product of the mode of darkness. In other words, knowledge concerning the spirit soul beyond this body is called knowledge in the mode of goodness. knowledge producing many theories and doctrines by dint of mundane logic and mental speculation is the product of the mode of passion, and knowledge concerned only with keeping the body comfortable is said to be in the mode of ignorance.
Yeah. So this is why most of the world is considered to be in mode of ignorance. Because generally, if you talk to anybody on this world, Indian, American, Chinese, doesn't matter. They'll say, yeah, I'm working very hard. I'm making money. I'm buying a nice house. I'm going buying groceries in this shop or ordering online. That is mode of ignorance because they're only thinking about keeping the body comfortable. So instead of traveling in coach class, they will earn more money and travel in first class. And say, okay, yeah, I have made it. I'm actually enjoying life by going in first class in the flight or whatever the case might be, right? Comfort is their goal because they think body is everything. Whereas a devotee will fast on Ekadasis, they want to de-emphasize the body, means not give it so much weight, not give it so much importance. And also for the people in the mode of ignorance, God is money, right? Oh, because with money I can buy more things in the shop or online, therefore God is money. If I have more money, I can buy more things. Nobody can stop me. So again, this is knowledge in the mode of ignorance. So knowledge is in three modes, charity is in three modes. Charity means giving dan. Everything in this world is in three modes. Eating is in three modes. So one has to understand that. Niyatam sangarahitam
Niyatam sangarahitam
aragadveshtaha kritam
paragadvesta
Ragadveshtaha
satyakritam
kritam
afala prepsuna karma
apala
afala
prepsuna karma
prepsuna karma
yattat satvikam uchyate.
yattat
yattat
satvikam
satvikam
uchyate.
uchyate.
That action which is regulated and which is performed without attachment, without love or hatred, and without desire for fruitive results, is said to be in the mode of goodness. So you do it for the sake of pleasing the Lord. That's it. No attachment. You are not attached to it by love or detached to it by hatred and without desire for some kind of result. That is said to be in the mode of goodness. Right? So, very rare to find people in the mode of goodness because everybody is working for some result. If there is no result, they won't work. Right? That is mode of, that is not mode of goodness because they want result. But somebody who doesn't care about result but still does activities for the pleasure of the Supreme, for pleasure of Krishna, then that is said to be in the mode of goodness. Okay, Jaypal, can you read this or you don't have the screen on?
I can read, Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead.
One minute. Regulated occupational duties as prescribed in the scriptures in terms of different orders and divisions of society performed without attachment are proprietary rights and therefore without any love or hatred and performed in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of the Supreme. Without self-satisfaction or self-gratification are called action in mode of goodness.
So, key things without self satisfaction means I don't get any benefit, or self gratification. My senses are not enjoying. Without these two things, most people in this world will not function, right? None of us will function if there is no result, right? Which means we are yet to come into mode of goodness. So you should do it only because Krishna is pleased, only because it has to be done, right? Then it is in the mode of goodness. Very rare. People always want some benefit. क्या फायदा है? What do I get? What munafa I have? Otherwise, I won't do. Right? So that's why mode of goodness people are very limited in this world. But we can get there if we try hard. Yattu kamepsuna karma
Yattu kame suna karma
sahankarena va punah
sahankarena va punaha
sahankarena va punaha
kriyate bahulayasam
kriyate
kriyate
bahulayasam
bahulayasam
tadrajasamudahritam.
tadrajasam
rajasam
udahartritam.
udahritam.
But action performed with great effort by one seeking to gratify his desires and enacted from a sense of false ego is an action in the mode of passion. So some people act in the mode of passion because they have some desire. I want a big home. I want this. I want that. Right? That is clearly in the mode of passion. So that is why most of this world is in the mode of passion or ignorance. Most of it. A few people are there, mode of goodness, but very minority. Anubandham kshayam himsam
Anubandham shayam
Anubandham kshayam himsam
anapeksya cha purusham
anapeksya cha
anapeksha cha purusham
mohad arabhyate karma
mohad
mohad
arabhyate
arabhyate karma
yattat tamasamuchyate.
yattat tamasam
tamasam uchyate.
uchyate.
The action performed in illusion, in disregard of scriptural injunctions, and without concern for future bondage or for violence or distress, caused to others is said to be in the mode of ignorance. So, in the mode of ignorance, they don't worry about what distress it will cause to others or concern for future karmic implication. That is mode of ignorance. Also, if somebody disregards scriptural rules and regulations, so they'll say, okay, why should I follow these rules? That is mode of ignorance. Okay, if I do right now, I may get into trouble in the future. If they don't realize like that, that is mode of ignorance. Or they'll say, okay, even if it causes troubles to others, I want to succeed. That is mode of ignorance. Okay, Sheshadev, please read this purport.
Okay, Prabhu. One has to give account of one's actions to the state or to the agents of the Supreme Lord called the Yamadutas. Irresponsible work is destructive because it destroys the regulative principles of scriptural injunctions. It is often based on violence and is distressing to the other living entities. Such irresponsible work is carried out in the light of one's personal experience. This is called illusion, and all such illusory work is a product of the mode of ignorance.
Yeah, so even the work that they do is illusory. So only unless you work for Krishna, that work is actually illusory. Even in passion, even in ignorance, work is actually illusory. Because you're doing certain things which may not give the desired results. Simply said, it is not pleasing to the Lord, right? If you buy a house, it is not really in the mode of goodness. But if you build a temple, it's in the mode of goodness or transcendental goodness. Same building, but it based on the purpose. One becomes illusory, the other becomes transcendental, real. It becomes real because it is in connection with Krishna. Okay, so we will stop there and we will chant because there are less number of people today. I don't want to, for them to miss this things. Radha is not there, Disha is not there. So we will chant now. So let's chant and then maybe we can open it for discussion. Okay, Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya